Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, is a free man for now after bonding out of the Gwinnett County Jail following his arrest Sunday on speeding and drug charges.
Good Day's Caitlin Pratt is live outside the facility and joins us now with the latest on this. Caitlin.
Good morning to you both, and more so than the charges in this particular case, it was what the 21-year-old was wearing at the time of his arrest that is gaining a whole lot of attention, something that the accused even addressed. Gotta catch 'em all. But this time, it was police catching the Pikachu. Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett County following a traffic stop. Gwinnett County jail records showing the 21-year-old is charged with speeding, obstruction of a police officer, and drug possession. Harris's choice of clothing, a Pikachu onesie, drawing significant attention. He documented the traffic stop on Instagram with the selfie. According to TMZ, officers say Harris was driving 60 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, and when they pulled him over, they say they spotted a firearm. Harris reportedly refused to get out of the car. Police say they then found a THC vape pen on him. On Instagram, Harris posted video in the outfit comparing police to Team Rocket, writing in part that he was living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo and then came back to ATL, and Team Rocket caught me with a master ball and threw me in jail all night. This is not the first time Harris has faced legal trouble in Georgia. Back in 2024, he was accused of nearly hitting a police officer at a Dunwoody gas station, was taken into custody after an officer smelled marijuana in the car. He was also previously transferred to Pickens County on a bench warrant for failing to appear related to a 2022 traffic stop involving speeding and DUI charges that were later dropped. And jail records show that the rapper has been released from lockup here. As for a court date on these charges, unclear at this time when that will happen. We'll keep you up to date. That's the latest here live outside.
He's slowed down, but his slowing down is to 60. Yeah, I am doing 61 on a 45, and I am not gaining on it. He's also all over the road. Jesus.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
No.
I got you. Get your driver's license on you? Alright, are you the registered owner of the vehicle? No. Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license?
Yeah.
I got you. Alright, so do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm.
Right.
All right. Are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't. Tell me why.
I already told you what.
You didn't
Pennsylvania
tell me
versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you
why.
do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right. If you do not get out of the car, you will be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
You're
obstruction.
not telling me a valid reason why I
That's
need to get out
a
of the car.
perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're still just detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the car.
They want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the car. Doesn't matter why.
I'm doing it. I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave.
Man,
you are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? Yes. Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right.
All you have to do is get out of the car.
File your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. There's
Never had a police
Also,
tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's
Never.
a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have
It's
you
in
step out
front
of the car.
of you. It's in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sure.
Well,
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Who do you want to pick up the car and the gun? I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. Who are we calling?
Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter
Just
Boulevard.
tell them American Deli.
Do you know about how long
American
it'll take
Deli.
to get over here?
American Deli.
There's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050
American
Jimmy
Deli.
Carter Boulevard. 7050 Jimmy
Alright,
Carter
now
Boulevard.
hang my phone up and lock my phone.
Alright?
Hang my
Alright,
phone
about
up and
how long
lock
will
my
it be
shit.
for you to get here?
Hang it up and lock it.
10 minutes.
Hang it up and
We'll
lock
see you
it.
then.
Hang it up and lock it. Alright, now let go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Alvarez, how's it going?
Yeah, my son detained.
Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction,
Okay.
as well as a variety of other traffic charges.
Right.
Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We
We
got to be safe too. He's right there with John. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Mims, he stated that, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he is under arrest at this time. He was still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyer called him back and said, you need to get out of the car right now, that he got out of the car and was placed under arrest.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22 in the NLT. My people are foolish and do not know me, says the Lord. They are stupid children who have no understanding. They are clever enough at doing wrong, but they have no idea how to do right. Call Halayamlah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22 in the NLT. My people are foolish and do not know me, says the Lord. They are stupid children who have no understanding. They are clever enough at doing wrong, but they have no idea how to do right. And this is a pure example of an Israelite child that was raised up by a father that has no idea of righteousness and does not know the Lord and does not know and does not know what is right. No correct discernment, not spiritual, carnal, of this world. Okay, love indulging, partaking in evil, perverseness, wickedness. Okay, because there's no reason for this little niglet in training with a fucking Pikachu onesie. You a grown ass man. And I gotta say it like this, man, because this our people, man, the more and more you grow, the more you see, the more you understand that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has to execute 2/3 of our people, man. It's overdue. You a grown ass man in a Pikachu onesie with a firearm on the dash. Okay, a vape with THC, which is liquid weed, liquid cannabis, Salakia, however you want to state it. It messes with your mind, it misconstrues your thought process, so it's witchcraft. But you going 70 in the 45, which you're wrong. Then you don't tell the police you didn't know that you was doing it, what you knew you was. You lied on top of that. And these are all evil things. And then on top of that, you got a gun, a pistol, a sword on the dash. And instead of you having any common sense to move it or put it, if you have your concealed carry or whatever the case may be, to put it up, you leave it there, man. Now that alone right there could have given the police, when they walked up to your vehicle, to fire off on you and have the clarification from their colleagues and everybody else from it being there and them saying that they're fearing for their life, man. I'm gonna read this again, man. This is Jeremiah 4 verse 22 in the NLT. My people are foolish, and this is very foolish, man. Okay, because we're gonna grab another precept to prove why this is foolish. And do not know me, says Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Our people don't know the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, or His Son. Because if they did, they wouldn't conduct themselves in this manner, man. They are stupid children. Again, this is a stupid child raised by stupid ass parents, man. T.I. is not smart. Just because T.I. uses big ass words, which he probably really don't even know, he wants to give the illusion and the presentation that he is studied, he reads this and that, and he might read and everything else, but as far as when it comes to the Lord, to our history, our standards, our Bible, he don't know that, man. Because as you saw and as you continue to see, when he came up, he asked, "Is there some way to resolve this?" Yes, there's some way to resolve it. Take his little ass to jail. He needs some jail time. Okay, he need to iron somebody's drawers. He need to hold somebody's pocket in jail. He need to become somebody's bitch. He need to be around real gangsters, real thugs, man. Real murderers, real criminals, man. Because you kids, man, because this is a kid, this is a child, man. Okay, the men of our nation, whether it be the so-called black, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian man, they're children, man. I don't give a damn if they're 21, 25, 30, 40. They're kids, man. A man does not conduct himself like that, man. Oh, let me call my lawyer. Now, do you think if an average Jake would try that shit, that the police would literally, okay, no problem, call your lawyer? No, you're going to get dragged out of the vehicle, so that the police must have knew who he was for them to even do that. Okay, but let's continue, man. Because the more I keep on talking about this, the more I get pissed off, man. This is St. Matthew 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary, because Salakia, obviously, from what we see, this little niglet in training has been going through a lot of stuff, been doing a lot of, idiotic stuff, man. So obviously we know that the way T.I. raised his kids, okay, Clifford, the way Clifford Harris raised his kids, obviously he didn't get them any ass whoopings. Okay, and what does it states when you don't give when you subtract the rod from your children? You don't love them, but when you give them the rod, you love them because you want to stop them from stuff like this, man. Okay, so St. Matthew 5 verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him. So again, they pulled up. He was nonchalant, had an attitude. No, I don't have this, I don't have that, being short, not really cooperating like he should be, just being completely disrespectful, man. And to be honest with you, I think the cops was a little bit too lenient and too nice to him. Okay? You had the pistol on the dash, you had the vape right there for them to see. So you mean to tell me that you couldn't put that stuff away and just cooperate? Because you could have literally had that stuff covered, hid, whatever term you want to use. Okay, and literally said to the officer, my bad, I'm sorry, I'm in the rush, I understand I was going over the speed limit, I apologize, sir. But no, again, this is a child. Okay, again, St. Matthew 5 verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him. Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, the magistrate, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So you're going to go before the magistrate, and more than likely, as we know, he got a bond. He got out the next day. He's sitting there for 24 hours. He got a bond. Okay, and again, I believe it's because of who he is and where he's at. That's the only reason why. But if it comes to an average Jake, And and listen to the nonsense that he said about, man, again, this is a child, man. This is the mindset of our people, man. And this is what you so-called niggas are raising, man. You're not raising men, Clifford. And all you other Israelites, man. This is a product of our environment, man. Just like the women we have to choose from, this is what the women have to choose from too, man. Or the women have to just deal with. Just like we got to deal with the one we got to deal with. We don't. Salaki, excuse me. We don't got to do a damn thing, which we don't. Okay? But you catch my drift. Okay? But let's continue, man. Salaki. Let's jump to the back to the NLT matter of fact, go to the GNT. Salaki. This is Sirach chapter 18 in the GNT, and I'm gonna read verse 27. If you are wise, okay, which this little niglet was not wise, because if he was wise and he had respect and manners, he would know how to handle the situation, man. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Cooperate. Okay? You know how fast you was going. Hey, I'm sorry. What's your name, officer? I'm sorry, such and such. I apologize. Obviously, I may have not looked at the dash, but I take accountability for what I've done. And I seriously apologize about that. I'm in a rush, but I understand I have to follow the laws. And then maybe the officer, you know what? Okay, thank you for, taking accountability. Let me run your name, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And he just might, with you being cooperative, respectful, he might just give you a warning. Or he might just give you a ticket and let you go on your way. But no, you want to be a fucking nigga. Because your daddy's a damn nigga. Sirach chapter 18 verse 27 in the GNT. If you are wise, you will be careful in everything you do. Our people are careless, man. Because our people think they have rights. Our people think they have freedom, liberty, equality. You don't have none of those things. None of those things that you have a delusion in your mind apply to you. They apply not even to the regular class Edomite. They really apply to the upper echelon, the elites and the 1%, those that have a status in the Congress and the government. That's who it really applies to. It used to apply to the blue-collar worker Edomite, but they're being stripped of their benefits, their privileges. Okay? Their benefit package. Okay? Sirach 18 verse 27 in the GNT. If you are wise, you will be careful in everything you do. When sin is all around you, because we're surrounded, everything that we're amongst leads us to transgression, leads us to error. And this is a prime example of you going off, you sinning. Okay, because again, he's careless. He didn't even prepare. He didn't even put the gun up. Didn't, try to hide the vape. None of that. He just wary and carefree because he believes he's somebody. And that's how a lot of you Israelites think. You think you somebody. And let me tell you something. You ain't shit. Real talk. You're nobody. Okay? When sin is all around you, be especially careful that you do not become guilty. And he's guilty. He showed forth as soon as that slave patrol, aka that cop, walked up to that door, he was guilty. How he conducted himself, his attitude, being nonchalant, being disrespectful, not cooperating. That's being guilty right there, man. It doesn't make a difference who your daddy is, what type of tax bracket he is, what he's accomplished, man. You are still a nigga in their eyes, man. You're not special. Just because you have a name amongst society because of your father and your mother does not make you somebody, man. Okay? But I kept on making a statement. Let me grab a precept for the statement that I made, because this is exactly what one of the precepts that came to my mind when I saw this, man. Real talk. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and I'm gonna read verse 11 in the NLT. When I was a child, I spoke in thought and Salakia. Kind of pissed off. Let me read that again from the top. 1 Corinthians 13 in the NLT. When I was a child, I spoke in thought and reason. When I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned as a child. And that's what he's doing. He's literally reasoning and acting like a damn child, maybe because of this man right here. Look at him. Look at Clifford. Look at Clifford. He looked like a big child. Come on, man. You can't make this up, man. Okay? Because his son did not reason or handle this situation as a man. Because a man will be logical. A man will know what to do in a situation like this. Because why? You know, first and foremost, you're supposed to be taught by your parents, man. You know, obviously, I mean, you know, more than likely he might have. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have, him and his wife might have told their children how to handle a situation with the police, because this little niglet, King, which his name shouldn't be King, his name should, man. Salaki, let me just calm down. You can tell that this son King is just really just completely bugged the fuck out and disrespectful. Okay. But again, 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11, when I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned as a child. But when I grew up, because you're a young man, you're a man, I put away childish things. But obviously he's not putting away childish things. He's a man child. He just has a grown man body, but still has the intellect and spirit of a damn child. Okay, because again, the way these celebrities raise their kids, they don't raise their kids in the correct standards of our heritage, our customs. Okay, and not to say, you know, doing it as according to the Bible, which we should. Now that we, you know, been awoken to it, but you're not supposed to subtract, you know, belt to ass from these kids, man. These kids, man, look, man, when I was growing up, man, I got beat with everything, man. That kept me out of jail, okay? I got beat with hangers, irons, iron boards, shoes, slippers, sandals, cassette tapes, whatever was possible for my mother to get her hands on, and not only by my mother but by family members too, man. And everybody had a turn in bringing forth that chastisement, man. But the point is, man, let's close out. Let's go to see here. I think it's let's go to Jeremiah chapter 11. Cause the Lord, man, like I said prior, man, you know that Zechariah 13 verse 8, man, is overdue, man. What is that? Jeremiah chapter 11. This is Jeremiah chapter 11. I'm going to read verse 8, and then I'm going to jump down to verse 11. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked everyone in the imagination of their evil heart, which is your mind. Because again, 2/3 of our people are of their father, the devil, man. They gravitate, cleave, embrace, and pedestalize the customs, the traits, the characteristics of this captivity, man. You know, it's a dopamine rush. It's an adrenaline rush. It's exciting. It brings forth adventure in their life, man. You know, to be evil is to be prosperous, man. But to be righteous is boring. It has no excitement. Because, you know, again, the Lord is not dealing with 2/3 of our people. And they don't understand that to be righteous was like it to attempt to the best of our ability to follow and chase after righteousness and apply it to our daily lives is actually a benefit and actually way better. Again, a benefit, more beneficial and everything above than being wicked and seeking the customs of this world, man. Okay? So we don't follow our own minds. We follow what Yahweh Shai has ordained for us to do, man. And intended for us to do. And that's why we apply these precepts, man. And that's why we seek Yahweh Shai and his righteousness, man. Okay? That's why the Lord said, their righteousness is of me. In Isaiah, I believe, chapter 54. Okay, Jeremiah 11, verse 8. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked everyone in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring unto them all the words of his covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. So what does that mean? That means judgment, man. Because, the Lord is showing mercy right now. Everybody knows about the Israelites, man. T.I. knows about the Israelites, man. But, again, T.I.'s a wicked nigga. He's in the world. He has what is that? What is that? An image to uphold. He has as they say, he has a brand to, continue to keep in the world. He can't tarnish it, which it's not tarnishing, it's purifying is himself and his family coming back to our heritage. But hey man, they love the world and they embrace the world. What does it say in 1 John 2 verse 15? Those that love the world shall die with the world, because all this shall pass away. But those that follow after the Lord, they shall move forward. Roughly paraphrasing. I know I butchered the precept, but I don't feel like going to read it. So, brother can post it if need be. Well, let's drop down to verse 11. Jeremiah 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, I will bring evil upon them, as I stated, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So that's going to be the judgment, man. Okay, because what does it also state in the book of Romans 13? You cannot resist the ordinances, the powers that the Lord has ordained. And the Lord doesn't bring the slave patrol, aka the police, or any Edomite upon you unless you're doing wickedness, man. And again, it also states in the book of Proverbs 16, either verse 7 and 9, it said, when a man's ways please the Lord, they maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So obviously, these enemies of our nation is not at peace with Clifford and his son King. All right, man, it's about to get more worse than what it is, man. But I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shabbat Shalom.